They always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They start the drive with White. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going deep here for Edelman. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
We got this.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going to throw right side here, complete. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Hey, lock it. Slam. Check 26, check 26. Ready?
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 5. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground.
Go.
Now here's Pollard. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Ready. White 25. Easy. Watch the screen. Follow. Check. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
John Simon in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check. 80 weapon. Hey!
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Five.
Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the before. Check tight. Go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Patriots, nothing.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Go. Keep going, boys, moving. Get it.
They'll run for it with Pollard. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. He's coming. We got double up. Blue draw quarters. Mike's by 4. Squeeze, double.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Winston. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this... And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
2nd
2nd and 10. Got a man open. It's Ross. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
64, weak.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing, Winston. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Hauschka with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this third down play.
Yeah, they're going dime.
Wait. 49's the mic. Watch 49. All day, dog.
From the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your play.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Hauschka adds the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Winston now. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
No. Off. Get it.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch twist. 6-6. Pull it high. Bang, 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 bang. Let's go.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Push him back. Push him back. Hey,
Run for Pollard. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Dante Hightower on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill.
Here's 2nd and 8. Forced out to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready up. 80 weapon. Here we go. Hey, high 7. Now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From a yard out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
That's our own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Watch the slant.
Opting to run again here with White. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 4. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw, Winston. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Extra point good by Gostkowski as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On the ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
2nd and 9 now. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 24, check 24. Hey, watch it, watch it. Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Second down.
Check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen. Ain't no screen, Timothy. We taking wins home. Easy. Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen. Record.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston and a dump off to White. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safety.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy.
Back to it after the pick six. Winston. He's got White here. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. New England on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's White. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Jameis to throw it. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Edelman, the intended receiver that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Ready. Blue lady. White. You can't block me.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He hits White, complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. Jameis now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Flip it.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check Mike.
Throwing on second and long. Winston. And the pressure gets to him again. Matt Milano in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This one complete to Jordan Reed. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. They're going to try for it on fourth. Winston stays out there.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. That's right. Easy. Green, come with me. Check Mike 11.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Ready? Come on. Stand back. Flag. What is that? We got to step it up.
Now Winston. And it's caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This will be taken very short.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.